The news of a possible retaliation has gotten our outcasts panicking. Production and expansion is not going fast enough to prepare for anything big coming. They decide to dispatch a diplomatic mission to the Society of the Cenotaph. Luckily, it seems that the two colonies can help each other out. The bots at the Cenotaph are subpar and tend to break down and run out of power rather quickly. Our castaways, on the other hand, are mechanical geniuses lacking resources to produce the advanced golems. Since the thriving Society of the Cenotaph wishes for more leisure time, a deal is struck. Enough supplies and resources will be delivered to our outcasts to start a bot assembly chain. In return, every other mechanical beaver produced will have to be delivered to the Cenotaph nation. Meanwhile, the inner circle of the sycophants have started with their secret project for revenge. On the outskirts of the city, beyond the recently finished walls, construction began on an unknown device.
Hello and welcome back to another episode in the Archibald saga. What we just saw is that a deal was struck with the Cenotaph tribe and they are delivering our goods so that we can get our bot production starting. The only drawback that we have there is once we get our bot set up running, every other bot that we produce will have to be sent away to the Cenotaph tribe because they are not really that great at making their golems work for very long and they want more leisure time. So that is the deal that has been made. It is a good deal, and the reason I added this in is two parts. First of all, I don't want this series to become like a 40 episode series like the Tendrilar tribe was, because that just gets boring over time. And on the other hand, we want to push the story forward and we wanted to include the Cenotaph more, and this was a good way to deal with both of those problems. And I think this will be very fun to see develop and see how that new established friendship, let's say, is gonna pan out in the end. So there's probably gonna be another delivery during this episode. We don't know yet. What we do want to do is, with this first delivery, we have gears, we have metal blocks, we have planks, and we have some scrap metal. I also made sure that all our science facilities are running because we need science points to unlock some stuff. I went ahead and unlocked the smelter. So the next thing we want to unlock is the engine. We can actually already do that because we do have the science points, I just see. So let's unlock that. And we will build both of those things, and then we can also start collecting some scrap and start smelting our own metal. We also have our temple finished, which is great. That should help us out as well, because we will get more well-being points, and hopefully our beavers will live a little longer that way. And when they live a little longer, our pot catches up and we get an additional beaver. And that will just help us with our workforce until we get our bots properly running. So I'm thinking we're going to set up the engine over on this end. We can remove this. There's nothing here to harvest. So let's remove that. We're also going to remove the path because we're going to set this up a little bit different. We have our scavenger flag here. So for now, we pause this. We're not building right now. Let's get this going. Yep, we got a beaver in there. Maybe we can switch something around. We already paused that one. We are still doing this. That is good. We need to keep logs running. We could do with one less beaver in the farmhouse. So let's redo this. And now that I'm thinking about it, if we put the smelter here and the engine here, we can also use water power coming up, and we'll reserve this area for something else. Let's go ahead and do that. If we get more water wheels in here, we could use the power to go upwards, get here. So a smelter can be placed right there. I'm thinking right at the end of the path right here. So let's speed up the game because, you know, we don't need to watch at single speed. And there we go. We are now at, wow, okay, it's going really well. We're at 19, so that is good. Good news. That means that they live a little longer because if I recall correctly, that is for 17. Yes, and the next one is 10 ahead. Well, that is still ways out, but at least we have 20% more life expectancy now. So that is good. We have all this stuff in here. They're using it to build this. We might want to have an additional one in here. And we can pause one of these for now. We do want to keep up with the science points though, because we have to unlock the bot part factory. We're probably only going to build one at first and then swap over between the heads and the chassis and the legs or the limbs. And we need a bot assembler. So that is stuff that we're going to get delivered, the materials at least, to build those from the Cenotaph tribe. And then we need at least one charging station to begin with, but we can add more. The control towers will have to do that on our own. They will not give us the materials for that. I don't think that was part of the deal. So we'll have to get our own materials for that. But now that we have metal going, we should be able to get something on that level. All right, so we're making this, the smelter. We do need to place the engine. So let's go ahead and figure that out. We can simply place it here, but we don't want to do that because we want to place it in a place that we're gonna leave it for a while. So if we place it here, we can place a goal. We could place the assembler right here or here, and the bot part factory right next to it. On the other hand, if we place it on the back, we have even more room and we can make a nice path from here to there. So let's do that. I think that is better. So there we have the engine. We're going to pause this because, well, we don't have any beavers to employ there just now. We do have the engine now, and that is going to get the rest of whatever is in here and wherever it is in any of the storage facilities. We have a drought incoming as well. After we have figured all that out, we can swap some beavers over and swap some jobs. We need 500, I think, for the bot part factory. We're at 480, so that is going really well. We can almost unlock that. And yeah, hopefully our friends from the Cenotaph tribe are not too far behind with another batch of goodies, because yeah, that's what they are coming in for every now and then. What else are we going to do today? Well, I think getting the bot part factory up is going to be a great first step, but we also need to get the metal production working. We have scrap metal stored in here, which is good, but we also need our metal stored. Let's swap this out. Let's change this, and let's make this metal blocks instead, and have a small storage facility for our scrap metal, maybe even 2. And this can, oh, that is not what we want. That is not the correct one. I'm not yet used to this. Okay, we'll leave those small warehouses. I'll make 2 small log piles right here, because we'll pause these. Pause. No, we just don't use them yet. All right. Yeah, that is something I still have, like, when I think scrap metal, I think storing in a warehouse. It's what I've become used to, and now it has changed, but this is okay. We'll add it like this. Okay, so we can start storing bot parts in here because we need that anyways. So we can start doing the chassis in here, and we can do the heads in here. There we go. Okay. Well, we have enough science points for unlocking the golem part factory, so that is great. Now we need 750, so I'm gonna leave 2 of them open and working. We do have 1 unemployed beaver, so let's see, what do we want to shift out? We don't need 2 workers in here. This one, we kind of want to do this one. We set a priority of this, let him work in there, and then we'll move this beaver there as soon as the engine starts spinning, because as soon as there's enough logs in there, it will spin for a while, and then then we don't really need a beaver in there. So here we go. I think if we now just do this, he moves in here and we are working. So we're getting our metal produced. We're gonna store that in here, and now that we have our own metal, that will help us a little bit on the way as well. We also need to keep going with the rest, but we do not have the beaver capacity just yet. We do want to go ahead and do this. Suggestion was made to just go down with the stairs, which is a great suggestion. We should also remove this because that is kind of in the way. We can just make this a staircase and this a staircase. That saves us quite a bit of materials. So that was a great suggestion. We'll do that. There is a little bit of materials left over here, so they can pick those up when we get to the bottom. And we'll go up and go over here. At least we have something to do over there as well. Okay, now we can start planning for our bot production. So we're gonna make a bot part factory. We can do it here. We can do it here. I think getting that closer to the water is better, nicer. I don't know. We could even make all 3 of them here, but we don't want to do that. We'll just make this one over here. And what do we need? We need planks, we need gears, and we need metal blocks. Well, the metal blocks we're producing ourselves right now. We can produce the gears and the planks as well, but you know, the people from the Cenotaph tribe has promised us that they will get us started. So we'll wait until they deliver us some more. It is a drought, so they should be quicker now because they can run instead of swim with the materials. We'll see if that actually works. All right, well, there you have it. They did deliver it like I expected. How is that possible? Great timing. Anyway, we got a delivery. We got 65 gears, we got 75 metal blocks, and we got 150 planks, which should be exactly enough to build ourselves a bot part factory and a bot assembler. However, we do not have the bot assembler unlocked yet. We need 750 science points for that, so we gotta wait a little bit for that. But in the meantime, we can finish this and we can start probably making some parts. But that would mean that we're using some of the materials, and we don't want to do that. So we're gonna pause this as soon as it's built. We also don't have a recipe selected yet, so we don't want to start on that just yet. But we do want to get that started when we can. It was mighty nice of them to get over here and deliver us some goods. They went this route because we didn't have this path connected, and that made them think that they couldn't go this way. So let's make sure that the path is connected. Now we can start collecting these logs as well. We want that, and we can start doing some stuff over on this side when we want to. Let's see, how is our chestnut production? We still have a couple of chestnuts. How many chestnuts are in here? There's only dandelions in there. That's fair. We have teeth grindstone. We got some people going. They're happy. So that is good. We got the smelter running. Do we need that running? Yeah, we kind of want to make some metal blocks while we can. We do want to have another worker, I think. So we can finish this a little bit quicker. So if we add another worker here, we actually have a new beaver. So a new grown-up beaver. So that is great. We have 12 now, so that is always good. And we still have one vacancy, which is this one, but we don't really care. Do we? Yeah, we do care right now, because they should work in there. So get some logs in there. And once there's a couple of logs in there, we can start it up again. And look at this. The bot part factory is done. Okay, so let's take a look at the recipes of the different things. This one takes planks and metal blocks. Oh, that's all right. We produce both of those. The limps are taking gears and planks. We produce both of those as well, but they use a lot. And the heads will use gears, metal blocks, and planks. So we can make all of those ourselves. So that is good. But I think we're gonna go make a couple of those when we can. But we're gonna set the priority to low. And we have a chassis storage right near the bot factory. So we'll do that. Then we'll switch over to heads. And then we'll do the limps later on. Okay, so this guy has started or has done that. Now it's spinning. And that's how we kind of abuse the game mechanic of that engine. You don't need a worker in there for the engine to run as long as there's logs in there. And I made a short on that as well. So if you have haulers, you can just keep supplying your engines and they will keep spinning forever and ever. We can also later on make another engine right next to it, because the engine only produces 400 HP and this already uses, let's see, how much is it? This one uses 200 and this one also uses quite a bit, 150. So we only have 50 left for production. And this one uses 250, so we have to be a little bit careful. But we could connect this up. It's easy enough, I think. If we put some stuff over here, maybe some additional, what we were just saying earlier, maybe some additional water wheels over here. Close this off a little and have the flow go this way always. We can work on that at some point. We have plenty of logs, I think. 141. Well, I could do with a little bit more, but we're working on it. We have this whole storage facility available to us, so that's good. And we have 78 metal blocks in here. Okay, so let's start planning some stuff out. We cannot unlock this yet, so maybe we should focus on getting the power going. But to do that, we have to unlock this. That is another 80. But I think it's well worth it. I'm going to unlock this. And we're going to go ahead and build one here. And we should be able to reach that. And we're going to build one here. So that should be finished pretty quickly. And after that, we'll go ahead and see what we want to do. Close this off first. Maybe a couple at least. A couple of levees. Over on this end. These two. Close that off. They should be able to reach that so that the flow is pushed here. I don't know if we want to make some more water wheels right here. We could. And we could also connect this up and connect this in the back here as well. But in order to do that, we need to get up here. And that is kind of a... We should have planned that beforehand. But, you know, it happens. So we can plan it out. Kind of want this to go up here as well. And then have a thingy majizzle here. So we could do that by having a stair here and a stair here, and then they should be able to make all of these. So let's do that. We're producing stuff like that. So let's go ahead and go around the corner. They should be able to reach all of that. Okay, so they have stuff to build, and that will give us this power connected to this as well, and have additional power there as well. Okay, we're gonna keep an eye on that. We still have plenty of scrap metal to produce more metal blocks, and slowly we'll add them if we have another beaver, because right now we don't have a beaver in there because we lost one again due to old age, which is fine. We have an injured beaver, so we have to take care of that as well. So what we want to do is unlock the bed, and the bed is only 80 as well. It is unfortunate, but it takes a little longer for us to unlock the assembler, but that's okay. Let's focus on this. We're gonna go ahead and give this priority. Get that bed going so our beaver doesn't stay injured, because we want him to work at full force, because that is what our beavers should be doing at this moment. Still, they're only working 16 hours a day, and by the way, our drought is over. The water spilled over here as well, and yeah, we're doing okay on that level. We have 2 baby beavers, and now we have the 12th one again. So I guess that means we have one working here again in the morning, maybe. All right, so the flow is pushed here. We're gonna do another levee here, and we might want to. Well, we got to keep an eye on that, but I think that overflow is happening just because the drought has just been over, and it comes in waves, and then the wave pushes back, and then it catches up with the flow down, and then it pushes against each other and it spills over. But that will even out over time. So that is good. We have these 2 built. And I'm going to go ahead and go up here. How many gears do we have left? We have 36 gears left. That is quite a bit. I'm happy with that, because the assembler is... Well, we need 50. How did we spend all those gears? Maybe... They're still in here? There are 6 in here, okay. And where are the other 30? Well, they're obviously in a storage facility. But we should have more, because we didn't build that many crazy things that need gears, right? So, did somebody steal gears? That is the question. Probably not. But we'll start making some gears when we can. We have 111 planks. I'm gonna unpause this, and I'm gonna pause this one for now. And well, we have this built, so that is good. It's still overflowing every once in a while, but it's okay. So now we're getting power from here as well. So that is good. That is very good. And we will be making some more over here. We're gonna push it here as well. So let's start making some levees. I think if we are gonna keep 5 over here as well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we're gonna just close this off here. Are they in a range? Yeah, they should be. They should be. There we go. I think we can do with 1 less beaver in here. We have not much big things to build until we unlock enough science point for the bot assembler. At least we're making some progress. I think this is a good way of going. I hope you enjoy it this way as well, because I think it adds to the story, but it also adds to the general feeling of a grander beaver society that is around here. So we have our city on the mountain, and I have a question for you guys, because that city doesn't really have a name other than that we call them the sycophants, and we need a good name for that city. So if you know what that city should be called, then let me know in the comments, because that would be great to give it an actual name so we can refer to it by that. Let me know what you think that should be. let's start placing these. Water wheels, maybe. Yeah, we can do. We have some more logs to spend. So let's do that. We're also well on our way to the 750. We're at 462 science points, so I'm liking that. We have one builder, but that's okay. He can do this. He has to walk around pretty far, but he seems to be okay. He goes this way for this one at least. Okay, so we're gonna have power coming from this, and I don't know, maybe the extra, maybe one levee needs to go, because that might be causing some more, because you see it go down pretty deep, and then the water goes up, and it goes up, and it floods. Not that it matters where it currently is flooding, it's right over here, and it spills over into this, which is nice because that keeps this all green. But we want to keep an eye on that so that it stops doing that eventually. So hopefully, yeah, it's still, it gets less, I think. It doesn't spill all the way over to here. All right, well, he is working on this one, so we're gonna get that. And the good thing is, this will always have power now as well. We have gears here. We have gears in storage here as well. Do we want to make another gear storage? Maybe we do. It will be nice to keep going with the gears, right? So we're gonna add a large gear storage here, I think. And we're gonna set this to gears, and then the other one we might want to change to another plank storage, or we put a plank storage over on this side, which is also a good thing. Just a big plank storage. We already have a big plank storage somewhere, I think. Do we not? Or maybe not, because we're storing most of them in there. Okay. So this becoming a plank storage, that is not where we store planks, because that is the thing. We need this one, and that doesn't fit right there. Okay, well, that is going to be a thing for another time then, where we're going to store more planks. We might just want to empty this out. We're setting this to empty as soon as we can when this is built. And then we'll just trash that and make that another small log pile. Okay. So we could start with this, maybe, if we have another beaver. There we go. We're putting a beaver in there, and we're gonna start making some heads, chassis. I mean, I like that. We are getting there. We're getting somewhere with the bot production, at least the start of it. We won't be able to unlock the assembler this turn, but the next episode we'll unlock the assembler. We'll place that, build it, and hopefully get our first bots rolling out. That will be definitely great. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, please hit the like button. I'll be back soon. As you noticed, this episode took a little longer to accomplish because I have been sick as well, and I wanted to add some additional content, and I did that, and it is here now. So that also means that I'm changing the day on which these episodes release to the Saturday instead of the Tuesday. So keep an eye out for that, and I'll be back soon. Thank you for stopping by. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.